In France, Prime Minister Francois Bayrou looks set to use a controversial parliamentary power that would let him force through a new budget without a vote. The use of that mechanism, called 49.3 or 49.3, is what brought down the last government, and Bayrou had promised not to use it again unless there was total deadlock on the budget. Well, that does now seem to be the case, meaning France could see another prime minister fall for the second time in 3 months. We're going to talk more about this now with Angela Diffley, who joins me on the set. Angela, first of all, tell us a bit more about this 49.3 mechanism, how it works and what might happen.
Yeah, it's a constitutional tool, if you like. It can only be used for finance or budget issues, and it means that you can push through a measure without a parliamentary vote. It can actually be used for other issues, but only once per parliamentary session. So here we see him engaging because what happens is once you use the 49.3, you automatically trigger a vote of confidence in your government. So he has decided to engage the responsibility of the government on this matter of this budget. It's likely the vote will be on Wednesday. It is pretty clear that there will be, the far left will table a motion of no confidence in the government. They have said so. That's likely to be on Wednesday. There might be a debate on this budget, or Bayrou might just decide to go straight ahead and say, I am using the 49.3. It doesn't matter. Either way, there is likely to be a vote on Wednesday engaging the responsibility of the government. Worth saying, why he is doing this. France has a public deficit of 6% of its GDP. That is the highest in the Eurozone. The idea is to try to get that down to 5.4%, which is still much higher than the 3% you're supposed to have within European Union rules, Eurozone rules. And most importantly, more importantly than European Union rules, it's about restoring market confidence in France for investors.
Right. So what does this mean for the Prime Minister, for Francois Bayrou? Is it likely that he's going to fall again?
Well, as we've said so many times since last July, this Parliament is divided into 3 blocks, and they're all roughly equal-sized, so it makes anything hard to predict. Far left have already said, yes, we will table a motion of no vote confidence, and we will vote that we have no confidence in this government. We know their position. The far right Rassemblement National, the national rally run by Marine Le Pen, have decided to maintain a certain suspense for the time being. It's thought that they probably will decide not to vote against the government. Discipline in the national rally is very, very tight. So this will come down to what Marine Le Pen decides to do. They very rarely have any divisions with it. She says what happens, and that's what happens. Different story on the mainstream left, or the Socialist Party, which it's not clear how they will vote. Mostly they have said we are happy with that we managed to achieve some concessions from the Prime Minister. We don't like this budget, but they've let it be known that they probably will not vote against the government. Haven't said absolutely. There are divisions on the left. Some might break ranks, and that's where the question mark over Bayrou's fate lies, whether enough socialists break ranks. It's not looking that likely. The socialists did gain some concessions, a commitment not to axe 4,000 jobs in the education sector, which had been there beforehand, a tax on financial transactions, maintaining a tax on big business. So they got some concessions, which they are waving and saying they're pleased with. We will see on Wednesday, but the mood so far seems that probably Bayrou will be all right.